After all the Nintendo Switch 2 rumors last year, it actually turned out to be true. Like, I know that there's the Super Nintendo Entertainment System and the Wii U, but I never actually thought that there'd be a console with a literal number 2 on it. After processing this information, it actually dawned on me. This could potentially mean that we'll have a Switch system with, hopefully these improvements, right? We don't know what's gonna happen. As amazing as the Nintendo Switch is, there are some things that it does and, well, let's just say doesn't do that really irks me. The theme of this video is going to be my wishes for this next console and, hopefully what Nintendo will rectify from the original. And, well, speaking of themes, why don't we start with that one? One thing that I love about gaming is just seeing everybody's unique gaming setup. Whether it's about having a physical or digital collection, what kind of Joy-Con colors people like to use on their system, if people like to go handheld or play on their TV at home, is it a themed bundle? There's a lot of things, right? There are a lot of things that can differentiate one's collection from another, right? It's never the same. Having unique backgrounds on your console just further differentiates your setup compared to another. And there it is.
Well, this sucks.
Where are the themes here? For a console that prides itself on customization, you're telling me that there are no themes here? Why? Not only are these not even backgrounds, there aren't even any colors here. They're technically shades, for crying out loud. Speaking of shade, I'm gonna be throwing some at you, Nintendo. Why are there no themes? You're telling me that the Nintendo 3DS can have a theme shop, but the Nintendo Switch doesn't even get any colors? They have the audacity to call these themes. Yeah, black and white. What is this, setting up your internet browser? Look, I understand that the Nintendo Switch is supposed to be more of a dedicated game console, but I don't know, just the extra bells and whistles would be nice. Come on, this really would have been great. At least make it like the PlayStation 5 where you put your cursor on a certain game and it just, fills the screen with that theme, At least that. Something would have been nice compared to this. And there's just no music on the Nintendo Switch home screen either. Even on the eShop. Yeah, that's nice. Man, what personality this exudes, Give me a break. Like, I know this sounds like a minor complaint, but everything just seems kind of lifeless without any music. Are there people out there that agree with me, or am I completely off the mark here? Like, I know it's not always black and white, but, yeah, let's move on to the next one. With games requiring more and more storage these days, having expandable storage is a necessity. I know it's not as crazy on Nintendo systems, obviously, but, it's always nice to have more storage. Along with having more storage for games, it also allows you to save more replays, too. Being able to clip something for later viewing, that's always nice. Alright, we got a lot of eggs here, but let's not be too greedy, okay? Okay, we got the flipper flopper, alright? Oh god. Okay, oh, it's getting a little cramped. Okay, second booyah bomb. Okay, throw it there. Oh, look at all the eggs. All right, watch out, watch out. Okay, get that Maz if possible. Okay, use my brush. Okay, come on. All right, use my speed. All right, how many eggs can we get in? Oh, wow, holy crap. We got double the quota, no way. Booyah to that, let's go. All right, time to save this. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean not enough video space? Wait, I don't understand. What? Do I not have any more space on my system? Or do I not have any more space on my micro SD card? Like, I don't understand. Like, okay. That's weird. I mean, I bought a few things recently, but I don't remember being out of space. Wait, I got a lot of space right here. Okay, now I'm really confused. What is going on right now? Oh, and there it is. Yep, that's right. There's a cap on how many replays you can have.
Stop the cap.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, well, isn't 1,000 replays enough? Oh, that doesn't seem like a big deal. That's a lot.
But it's more about the principle than anything, right? Like, why is there this artificial cap in the first place? If you have the storage, why can't you just do more? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Why would you need more than that?
It's not about needing more, it's about the principle. Let's say, for example, someone has hundreds of games on their Switch. Do we cap that? Do we cap how many games a user is allowed to have? No, that'd be ridiculous. So what's the difference here? No one needs hundreds of games, so should we cap that too? No, of course not. A friend of mine could have a 64 gigabyte micro SD card, for example, and I use a 256, and we would be capped at the same number of replays. This is my original Nintendo Switch here. You can see the poster on my wall, like from the angle, right? You know, say for example, this Nintendo Switch promo here, showing off Breath of the Wild, March 2017. It's beautiful, isn't it? I got this at launch, right? This is my Nintendo Switch from launch, right? It has 32 gigs of internal storage, right? I got my Mario Kart decals on it back when I used this. You know, got my Splatoon 2 Joy-Con on there. You know, again, total customization, right? No one has this exact same setup, or maybe you do. I don't know. If someone else has this exact same setup, comment. I mean, the odds of that are pretty rare, but I don't know. Let's just see, I guess. The original version of the Switch at launch has 32 gigs of internal storage, and then this one has 64 gigs of internal storage. It doubled this. But in both instances, you can have up to 100 replays internally, right? Like, I don't understand what the thought process is there. It's about the principle, right? Why am I capped at all if I have the storage? It just doesn't make any sense to me. What's the point of having that artificial restriction? Like I said before, someone could have hundreds of games downloaded on their console. That's not really needed either. Should we cap that? Also, why is it only 30 seconds? Why can't it go higher than that? Again, comparing it to the PlayStation 5, for example, you're able to have, you know, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10, 15. Like, I don't get why the Switch can't do that. Seriously. They've really drifted away from common sense here. Yeah, you know what's coming up next. Number 1 has to be Joy-Con drift. My other 2 points weren't about gameplay, so this would have to be the most important thing. I cannot understand why Nintendo let this happen. Did they seriously not test these things before releasing them? I'm not a guy that doesn't take care of his stuff either. In fact, I'm more careful than the average person. Being a hardcore collector, I pride myself on keeping my things in pristine condition. Controllers are no different. You can't tell me that my Wii nunchucks are still in perfect shape with the analog sticks, but with Joy-Con, most of the time you'll have some of that will drift. This kind of drifting, I like. This? No, thank you. I can't even imagine what it would be like if I had a Switch Lite and this happened. Just awful. No joke, even a couple of my Pro controllers of mine had this happen. Like, come on! So, without a doubt, the most important thing for Nintendo to rectify for the Switch 2 is the Joy-Con. Because I'm telling ya, it's more of a con than it is a joy. No joy about this! Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is almost upon us, and I can't wait to see if they rectify these situations, along with all the new stuff, of course. We don't have to wait much longer. I'll be sure to make another video again regarding what they've confirmed, so stay tuned for that. Anywho, thanks for watching, and have a good day, everyone.